This is my 1915 Australian assembled arcade JAP. The reason I call it an arcade JAP is that when I first got the bike, you could read this front transfer and it said Arcade Motorcycle Exchange 113 to 115 Mallop Street, Geelong. It was made using a heeling frame, peerless forks, with a 650cc JAP V-twin motor, which is built on the smaller crankcases, not the crankcases which the 770 and the 1000cc JAP motors were using. These are actually about 30% smaller. Also, it's got a Sturmey Archer 3-speed chain cum belt gearbox. Now the motor dates to 1915, but there is some evidence that the Arcade Motorcycle Exchange didn't move to Mallop Street, Geelong until 1919, where they were advertising in the local paper that they sold new and used motorcycles. So you can assume that it's either a used bike that they sold and put their transfer on after 1919, or it's a bike they made using an older motor. I'm not sure what to make of that, but it's got a Brown & Barlow carburettor, top feed, and a Bosch ZEV magneto, and a Best & Lloyd oil dripper. Someone has taken a great deal of trouble when it was new with very thin pinstriping around the guards, and if you look carefully, there's a pansy transfer, and there's several of these pansy transfers all around the forks and frame, so it would have looked fairly ornate when it was new. The bike was discovered in Cardinia Park in Geelong in about 1960 as a result of an advertisement in the Motorcycle News. And Warren Hicks came to Victoria, purchased the bike, brought it back to South Australia, and then he sold it to a member called Napier Burns, who was an eccentric motorcycle collector in Adelaide, who only had one leg, a wooden leg, and he put it in the shed and did nothing with it until he died, when Chris Harley was disposing of the estate for his widow, and that's when I purchased the bike. And if I'm smart enough, I'll try and include a photo of the bike as I purchased it.